Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is an open meeting of the Seward, Nebraska governing body. The city of Seward abides by the Nebraska Open Meetings Act in conducting business. A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is displayed on the north wall of this meeting room facility as required. Disclosure of meeting recording process is disposed in the meeting room. The participant sign-in sheet is available for use by any citizen addressing the council. Presenters shall approach the podium, state their name and address for the clerk's record, and are asked to limit remarks to 5 minutes. All remarks shall be directed to the mayor, who shall determine by whom any appropriate response shall be made. The city of Seward reserves the right to adjust the order of items on this agenda if necessary, and may elect to take action on any of the items listed. Please call the roll.
Wilkins.
Present.
Back.
Here.
Camper.
Here.
Coleman.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Singleton.
Here.
Schmidt.
Here.
Hendrick.
First item this evening is the draft minutes of November 19, 2019.
Move.
We have a motion and a second to register your votes. Please play the votes.
Running the better. Walking back. Camper. Coleman. Miller. Singleton. Schmidt. Motion carries.
Next item is the election of council president. Are there any nominations?
I nominate Chris Schmidt. All right.
We nominate Chris.
We nominate all. Yes, we'll just all do
So we
this.
have a second. Is there any other nominations? Seeing no other nominations, is there unanimous consent, Kelly, or do we want to do actual?
You could do a private straw vote, but it
Yeah.
sounds like you could just do it. All in favor, say aye.
All in favor, say aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Any opposed? One.
It's
No.
fine, I'll run meetings when you're done.
Great, unanimous. All right, congratulations. Next item we have is the consent agenda, which consists of items 1 through 3.
So moved.
We motion and a second, please register your votes, please sway the votes.
Running the header. Walking back. Camper. Coleman. Miller. Singleton. Schmidt. Motion carries.
Alright, administrative items, number 1, scope of services agreement with Olson for topographic survey for the area of the future wastewater treatment plant outfall pipe and structure to the Big Blue River. Jake?
Yes, good evening. So this is for the outfall project, which we have in our queue for the wastewater treatment facility. We're changing our outfall location from the Plum Creek to the Big Blue River, which will raise our parameters and help with future loadings that we anticipate throughout the city. It's one of the first recommendations of our wastewater treatment facility study that was done by Olson Associates. So this is kind of the first step in that project.
Thanks, Jake. Any questions from the council?
Was there, other than the hourly rates, was there an actual dollar amount? I kept looking through here trying to find it.
Yeah, it's in there, it's
Buried
in words
somewhere?
somewhere, I think it's like 2,100.
Any other questions? We just need a motion to approve unless there's any other questions or comments.
To approve the
It's-
agreement?
Page 2 of 3 of the letter agreement for professional services.
Oh, yeah.
Client shall pay
I was
us.
looking at the actual agreement.
Yep.
second his motion.
So, Sid makes a motion, Jessica seconds. His motion and a second, is there any
Under
further,
compensation.
Got
is
it.
there any further discussion? Chris, are you good?
I'll be good.
Alright, please register your votes, please display the votes.
Running the header. Walking back. Camper. Coleman. Miller. Singleton. Schmidt. Motion carries.
Item number 2, interlocal agreement for cooperative public safety software, hardware, and support services. Greg?
Yes, as you can see, a number of different agencies, including Butler County, Saline County, Seward County, York County, the city of York, and the city of Seward have been working jointly together for a new case management system that has other elements and items with it. Ultimately, they settle on the Zerker system through Zerker Technologies. This will be implemented through 911, and so a lot of the elements that will go into doing 911 dispatching and calls will be entered into this system, and then it can be logged out and put into case management as well. So it'll be utilized by us. We paid, as I noted in your notes there, we're going to pay on dual ends. We'll be paying for the city portion that will be used by the PD and their hardware and software located at the PD office. That will be utilized using drug task force dollars is what we'll be doing to pay for those. That's a budgeted item, and then we'll also be paying through E911 for the portion of hardware and software that's located up at the Justice Center as our responsibilities for our interlocal agreement for E911. So that's the two different ways we'll be breaking this out and paying for it. Again, this was a thing they've been working on for quite some time, and this is what they settled on. And by doing the interlocal and joining it with other counties and municipalities, you can spread your costs out and get a cheaper scope. The Seward County E911 will be the hosting agency, so we'll have all the main software, hardware located there at the Justice Center. I can answer any questions you have.
Have all the other entities approved?
In theory, though, the way that they're doing it is Seward County approved it first, it gets passed to us, and they're just passing it around. But Kelly looked at it, we had all the attorneys for all the municipalities and the counties look at it ahead of time and give input, so we've essentially, other than the formality of this, yes, we've approved it, so.
Any other questions or comments?
And that'll be this budget year, we pay for this upfront cost?
Yes. And again, ours will just be a pass-through for drug task force, and the rest will go through our budgeted E911 funds.
Any other questions or comments?
I move to approve the interlocal agreement.
We have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second, is there further discussion? Seeing none, please register your votes, please display the votes.
Voting in favor, Lookenback, Captain Coleman, Miller, Stevens, Schmidt, motion carried.
We have next the city administrator's report.
I can answer any questions. I'll hit a few highlights that are not noted in here. I believe we have hired, is it 2 or 3 public properties workers? 3 new public properties workers. One began this week, and the other 2 will be rolling in. We do still have openings for the Civic Center manager position that's getting reviewed, the CSO, community service officer, and the administrative assistant position in City Hall. So we'll continue to work on that. I'm gonna throw somebody in the bus now. And just note, because, you know, no time like the present, that we were informed last week that Jake will be taking another position out of Omaha. And so,
You can't do that.
I thought we should give him a hard time tonight because it's depressing.
Since he's
but,
here.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's unfortunate to see him go. I think he's done a lot of great stuff for the city in the time we've had him. And again, Jake was working on city projects even before I arrived, and so it almost feels like he's been here with us a lot longer than that. And so the hard part is keeping good people around when they're in hot demand. But Jake will be moving on to some other things, so you'll hear from him about some of that. But wanted to let you know so we can we're going to try and get an advertisement out as soon as we can, because it's an important position that he undertakes for us. And so we're sad to see him go, but wish him well with his endeavors. He'll be around with us until at least approximately January 10th. So we'll continue to wrap things up and then set them in place and have plans for everything so that we can have a nice transition. And then Tim Dworak, who took over the building inspection, planning and zoning, started yesterday, and I've seen him for about 5 minutes. He was at training at Kearney today, so, but we think he made it back. So lots of personnel things going on and shifting around and a whole bunch of other stuff. I can answer any questions you have.
Any questions for Greg's report? Yeah,
No.
John?
Did you do anything, research on parking? I was wanting on the agenda, didn't get there,
The parking.
Downtown?
downtown.
By the new Mexican restaurant?
Oh, no, we haven't. The traffic committee hasn't met on it, so.
Have you pulled anything together on the cost for the rail campus infrastructure?
Jake, I think, has that pretty much finished up, so we'll send that out this week. We were kind of sidetracked with the news and some other items that were going on, so we'll get that sent out. We'll send it out to you guys tomorrow, so.
Any other questions? Is there a motion to accept the report?
Move to approve. Second.
The motion and a second, is there any further discussion? Seeing none, please register your votes, please display the votes.
Voting in favor, Lookenback, Captain Coleman, Miller, Stevens, Schmidt, motion carried.
Any future requests for council agenda items or administrative action?
Just to follow up on that report.
Yeah, okay. Anyone else? Seeing no one else, then I'll move on to announcement of upcoming events.
I got announcements from Megan and Jonathan at CCDP. They just wanted to thank the city for their support of the Christmas festival this past Saturday. It was a great day for retailers. We heard from one retailer that it was possibly her best business day of the year. SCCDP appreciates all the city departments that helped prepare for the day as well as the holiday season. The annual awards banquet for SCCDP, reminder, will be January 27th, and they encourage you all to attend and celebrate. Let's see. Like to note the announcement that this coming weekend, I believe Jonathan and his crew are going to be heading to Chicago to receive the Mid-American Economic Development Council Award for the work that they've done. So we look forward to that. So there you go. That's it.
With that, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Too slow.
Please raise your vote. Please say the vote.
You forgot something.
And you better work on that axe, tell them, alert, single percent motion.
She tried to trick me.
She was demoting you.
That's the first time in